I ain't got too much to say about this besides the fact that, you know what, hey, you know, she's another statistic, right? What's up with these sisters? Another statistic. Now, part of the 70%ers and 80%ers who initiate divorce, right? And a single mother. Now, here's the thing about it. A lot of your sisters, once again, will hype up other sisters to move on and to date outside their race and to do this, and do that, but will bash the very black men who do the exact same, and they do it for a good reason, right? And I'm not saying she married this man for bad reasons or whatever. She had bad intentions with this guy, you know. But a lot of sisters, you know, they tend to do, when you look at the reasons why they want to go out and go date other races, even though you don't see a lot of them do, right? I mean, you have one sister, man, O'Shea Duke Jackson be frying every time. She loves the white man, right? She loves a white man, but yet still can't get one.
When she can't get a white man to take her serious, she even cries like this.
I need to find someone so I can just stick to and cling to and have a baby for. I'm jealous of women who already have children. It pains me to see other women that already have children sometimes. It really does, because I wish I had children already. And I wouldn't be this fucking stressed about having a child. Because that's what I am. I'm very stressed about having a child. I'm not going to lie. I would hate to just adopt and it not be from me. And I'm not talking about no mammy shit. No, oh, I need a chocolate baby. No, I'm talking about I want a child that came from me, from my white husband, my white fiance. I don't care at this point. But white husband, white fiance, a boyfriend that lasts more than 6 months, I don't care. As long as it's a fine white zaddy that sticks around, I will have a baby for him. I need that in my life. I mean, I want marriage, of course. I do, but I'm getting a little bit desperate because I'm getting older, and I keep having these failed dates, and they always make me feel worse about myself, even if they're out of shape and ugly, and I'm way hotter than them. I still feel like, well, damn, the ugly guy still doesn't think I'm good enough. Like, even the fat guy doesn't think I'm good enough. I'm not good enough for him either. If only if I was 23 again.
You got Cynthia G. You got you got so many other sisters, man, that will talk down about brothers and will push sisters going to date outside their race. But you ask them why, and they come up with some BS, or, you know, they try to group all black men together with the little pookies that they deal with. And it's like, okay, fine. But to sit up here, man, you know, and to bash black men because they have a real legit reason as to why they want to date outside the culture, why they want to be passport bros, why they started that movement. You can't get upset with that, right? You can't get upset with that. They have a legit reason. A lot of your sisters don't, right? So now listen, my girlfriend, she keeps up with this guy because he was on Dawson's Creek. You know, I don't really care for the show. It is what it is. But, you know, she was in love with the show. She kept up with them. You know, I didn't know that they were married until about a couple of years ago. But I'm like, okay, you know what? Hey, no, I'm not going to say anything about it because love is love. I don't care, man, if you Asian dating a black person, I don't care, right? I'm cool with all the interracial stuff. Some people aren't, a lot of black people aren't, and hey, it is what it is, like I said. But I'm more like, you know what, hey, there's no need to talk down on the sister. There's no need for none of that, right? Here's what the comments even said. So a guy says, notice how there are no upset black men in the comments, right? And then somebody says none. And then here's the sad thing about, man, a lot of your sisters, man. They would deflect, right? They would deflect, and they would sit over here and try to push false narratives, and they will come up with whatever that helps benefits their argument, right? You can trigger a lot of sisters, right? You can trigger a lot of sisters for the ones, man, who think like this, right? You can trigger a lot of them just by simply stating a fact. And then they want to come over here and try to lie or try to come up with something or try to push a false narrative that suits their argument. So she says, why would there be? They was already on Twitter insulting her when they got married. No, they weren't, right? No, they weren't, right? Because men do not do that. Black men are not going to do that. We're not going to bash women for their preferences. We're not. Right? We're not going to bash women for their preferences. Now, if your standards are mad high, yes. But the sad thing about it is, she is the one who initiated divorce. 70 to 80% of your women initiate divorce. And that's the sad thing about, man, here being in America, bro. We always are trying to divorce. Why can't you just stick together? Right? And she's initiating divorce. Once again, a sister sit over here and hype up, you know, dating outside of race all the time. But then yet, here we are. Right? Here we are. So I hope, man, nothing, I hope nothing happens to, what's the guy, man, who's supposed to be King of England or whatever in the world, and he's dating Meghan Markle, right? I hope, Serena Williams and, her husband, I hope they do not split, right? But the sad thing about it is, man, we're going to constantly be seeing a lot of these divorces, because a lot of your sisters do not want to commit, man, in committed relationships and have to take a different role, having to, be a traditional woman, right? A lot of your sisters do not want to be traditional women, right? And when you're talking about dealing with a man, you're going to have to deal with their culture. Maybe he was part of a culture that, maybe she's saying, well, hey, I just can't deal with that. Who knows, right? Who knows? But at the end of the day, you're a statistic, part of the 70%ers, who initiate divorce. Part of the 70%ers who initiate divorce. Come on, man.